Here at TM Technologies, we try to cover the entire line of hammers and dollies offered by the Martin Company. Martin has picked up a lot of the patterns from Fairmount and Proto over the years, and they've tried very hard to make a very nicely finished, high-quality line of steel dollies and hammers. We're very pleased to be able to carry these tools. The cross peen hammer is perhaps one of the handiest little hammers that a man could have in his toolbox, or a woman craftsman for that logic. It has pretty much almost a flat face on it, but again, you can sand these with some 320 paper and bring it to the shape and the finish that you want. This is very typical of the old style plum and proto hammers. Another one that I like for its flat face, although I'm not a pick hammer guy at all, I use the spoon and the slapper instead of the pick. But I like the face that this hammer offers, and it has a nice weight and balance to it. The length of the handle is very good. It has a nice feel in the hand. The double face deep reach hammer is ideal for getting over edges and getting around flanges and corners and down inside a reach. It's one of my favorite hammers for planishing out the welds because it's got a good weight to it. The faces are very, very flat, and it gives a good amount of power because all of this force is directed over a small spot in the face. So I get a lot of work done without having a very heavy tool in my hand. Let's go on to the dollies. I don't know what Martin calls this. This is a track dolly because it looks like a piece of railroad track. And their contours on this dolly are pretty good. You may want to round this side off a little bit more and leave this side here as your sharp one. This pointed edge here could be sharpened up a little bit if you wanted to, and then you can round this off a little bit more. You can see the surface on these is of a very high finish and very flat. Even if you want to use this as a bucking bar in aircraft work, it would be very suitable. You'd be able to get into a lot of different contours with this. This is the old heel dolly. It looks like the heel of a shoe. There was, over the last century, there were several different sizes that these made. Martin's done an admirable job of making this dolly here. And then this little apostrophe dolly here, you know, because it looks like it'd be a single quote at the end of a sentence. And this is what I call the Blob Dolly. I've never seen anything like this before I started using the Martin tools, and oftentimes I'll weld this onto a post and use it as a post dolly because it has, you know, it has a lot of the nice contours that I like. The problem that I have, of course, is which side to weld down, because there's always a side that I want to be able to use in any given situation. And then, of course, another version of the one that we were looking at before, which could be, again, used very much as a bucking bar. And again, I just have to tell you that the finish on these, they're just gorgeous. They're not cast iron, as you see. Some of this low class stuff that somehow fell off the boat and got ashore somehow, completely by accident, I'm sure. These dollies are just beautifully made steel. I really have to commend Martin on making these, because these are a lifetime tool if you keep them out of the salt water and up off the undercoating and out of the way of the arc welder.